Hey guys, and welcome to another tutorial on the channel. This is StylewithChika, and in this video I'll be teaching you a quick and easy way to recreate this trendy detachable cape. So if this is something you're interested in, keep on watching to the end of this video, and if you find this video very helpful, please do not leave a like, as it will help this content reach other people. And if you're coming across our channel for the first time, or you're yet to subscribe, please do not subscribe so you do not miss out on any of our amazing and detailed sewing tutorials, and so you can be the first to get notified whenever I upload a new video. And let's get right into this one. Alright, so for this pattern I'm going to show you two types of neckline you can use to achieve this detachable cape. One is going to be a built up neckline and one is going to be a standard round neckline, okay, depending on which one you want. So first, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and draw a straight line, which is going to be my starting line. So because of my built up neckline, I'm going to come down from this point by 2 inches, just like this, and I'll go ahead and draw another straight line across this point. So now I'm going to mark out my neck width. I'm making use of 3 inches, and then I'm going to go ahead and also mark out my shoulder measurement divided by 2, and from this shoulder point I'm going to come down by about ½ inch. You don't need to overdo it with this one because it's a cape. All right, so I'm going to connect from this shoulder slope into my neckline. So now, just so we can achieve a basic body structure that will help you understand this more, I'm going to go ahead and mark out my armhole line, which is my bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. So you're going to connect upward and outward, just like you can see. So next, I'm going to mark out my bust line, and to that I'm going to add an extra 1 inch. This is because from the inspiration of the cape, the length of the cape is just about 1 inch below your bust line, okay, below your nipple point. But if you want to modify it maybe longer or shorter, you can go ahead and do so, okay. It is totally up to you. So next, now I'm going to mark out my round arm measurement. So you want to measure around your arm, making sure that you're adding a little bit of ease. So whatever you have, you're going to divide that measurement by 4. That's quarter of that measurement. And you're going to go ahead and mark it out on this line and on this line, just as you can see me doing, and I will connect straight down. So next, I'm going to take my round shoulder measurement again, just the same way I was measuring my round arm, okay. Please note that when I was measuring my round arm, I made sure that I measured around the fullest part of my bust, okay. So when I'm measuring around my shoulder measurement now, I'll also take that measurement divided by 4 this time around. You know, usually we divide our shoulder measurement by 2, but today we are using 4, which is quarter of what we have. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead and mark it along this part. All right, I've seen people drag theirs differently by adding just about 4 or 3.5 inches to this part, but just to make sure that you're on track, you can still try to measure it, okay. You can still try to measure it. So I'm going to make use of this like this, and now I'm going to use my ruler to just connect into this other part like this. All right, so I'm just going to also complete this part like this. I'm trying to use a curve to get the curve shape that you see on the inspiration, okay. Alright, so for the neckline, so basically you can use a built up neckline or a round neckline. Now here's how you can modify it. I'm going to be using 2 colors of marker so that you can know which one is which. Let us start with the built up neckline. For the built up neckline, at this point here, just going to come up by 1.5 inches, and then you're going to connect this into a box like this. So if you want to use this pattern now to cut out your front, note that we're cutting out our back and our front using the same pattern. If you want to use this pattern now to cut out your back, you're going to just come down on this point by just about 0.75 inches like this, and then you're going to connect like this. All right, and then to complete this part here, I'm going to be making use of this part of my curve. Can you see? So this now blends into the shoulder like this, and this is what you have for your back capelet. That is if you are using a built up neckline. Now if you are using a round neckline, you would then ignore this part, and then from this point you're also going to come down by just about 0.75 inches or half of an inch. Okay, please note that for the other kind of neckline, I'm using a black marker to differentiate. So like this, and like this. That is if you are using a standard round neckline. Okay, so if you're now using a built-up neckline and you want to cut out the front part, all right, you can simply modify this neckline as so. Okay, so please don't get confused. This is our back pattern at this other side. Okay, so I'm just using this other side now to cut our front pattern, and I've just replicated everything that I did here on this other side. So now if you're using a standard built-up neckline like in the inspiration, you're simply also going to come up here by 1.5 inches because this has to tally with the back. Okay, and I'm also going to create a box like this across the edge. You have to also make this like this so it flows naturally from your neck into your shoulder. Okay, just like this. Then across this part too, I can decide to come down here by half of an inch or 0.75 inch. All right, and then I'm going to connect into it like this. So now for the front part, I noticed that here had an opening, so here you're just going to come in by about 1 inch or 1.5 inches depending on how wide you want it to be open across this part. Okay, so now connect from this neckline up here into here using a ruler like this. Okay, so this is basically it. This one will now go this way like this, like this. Then I noticed the clips are going to be around here like this. All right, so this is what the cape will now look like. This is if you're using the standard built-up neckline like in the style inspiration. But then if you're not using that and you want to use a round neckline, you can just make use of 3 by 3 inches or at least 3.5 inches depth to give you a little breathing space around your neck, because I know not everybody likes a high neckline. Okay, so you're just going to connect like this, and then instead of like this going upwards here, you are going to connect like this, and then your clips will be around here. So I do hope you understand the two methods of neckline you can use for your built-up collar. Okay, for your built-up collar or detachable cape, this is for the front and this is for the back. So it's simple, it's easy. When you're cutting it, you just cut this for the back, cut the other one for the front. But when you're now cutting on your material, you can go ahead and cut with ½ inch of allowance all around it. So when you go ahead to join, you also add to the length. So when you go ahead to join, you iron it and you fix your clips. It's going to give you a perfect come out. Okay, it's going to give you a perfect outcome. All right, so I do hope this tutorial was very helpful. If you've watched to this point, please do well to leave us a like. Also subscribe to this channel if you haven't already yet. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section, if you'll be trying it out or if you found this very helpful, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye guys.